Hey guys, it's Britt. Today I'm going to show you a quick hack with mascara. The first thing you're going to do is use your Stay Spray as a primer. Spray your entire face until it's completely wet and then fan it dry. Make sure it's completely dry before you add any of the makeup. The first color I'm going to use is my Amber Highlight. This is my main color foundation and I apply it on my nose, around my cheeks, on my jawline, and my chin. Anywhere I kind of want to cover some blemishes, and then up around my temples and forehead. Remember, this is a one-layer makeup, so you don't need a lot. The next thing I'm going to do is use my 30-second hack brush. I like to use the blending side and go in circular stippling motions to blend in all of that foundation. The next thing I'm going to do is use my contour. I use indigo. I love it. It's dark. It gives me a nice little tan and I don't need much. I use my detail hack brush and bring it down from the tip of my ear to the middle of my face and then on top of my forehead. Since I have a small forehead, I don't need much. And then around my jawline. This is to define your features, your cheekbones, and anything that you want to kind of show off and give a shadowy look. I'm going to circular motion it down and then I'm going to push it up, bringing my cheekbones up higher so I can have a good defined cheek. Same with my forehead. I'm going to blend that in a little bit after I fix that cheek. There we go. Blend that in right there. And then the next step I'm going to use is my second highlight, which is called Moonlit. I love to use this to brighten up my under eye. I use just a little bit under there and then some on my forehead, some on my nose, and some on my chin. Then I use the stippling circular motion again and I just blend that through. Sometimes I bring it down just a little bit so it all just matches with my foundation, my contour, and my blush. I am using the 30-second hack brush again right there, but the smaller pointier side. The next thing I'm going to do is use my blush. This right here is Black Cherry and I'm using it because it's a purple tint to match my purple shirt. I'm going to use a 30-second hack brush and I'm just going to dab it across my cheek. Now I'm using shadow contour to just kind of define my cheekbones just a little bit more, and then I like to use shadow on my nose so I could give it a nice contoured look without it looking too bronzy. Shadow is a great color to use to give that nice shadow look instead of a bronze look. That was the Black Cherry I just applied to my lips. I love it because it's moisturizing. Next I'm going to use my indigo contour and I'm going to put it on my eyebrows. Look how much difference it makes on one eyebrow compared to the other. This stays all day, it doesn't come off of my eyebrow, I don't smudge it anywhere, it's pretty perfect honestly. Next I'm going to use my 30-second hack brush and dip into my amber again and I'm going to apply it to my eyelids, just so I have the same color there as I do the rest of my face, and I'm using that as a base for my eyeshadows. Next I'm going to use Kin and I'm going to put that on the outer lid and I'm just going to use a windshield wiper method to apply that to my eyelid. You want the darker color on the outside of your lid and then the medium color on the middle side or in the mid area, and then you want the light color on the inside. I have to do both eyelids because they gotta match, otherwise I wouldn't getting them to match. Okay, so now I'm using Stay Spray and I'm spraying my brush because that gives the color a little bit more pop, and I'm using Bend and Snap and I'm just dabbing that on my eyelid. It makes the color look a lot more potent and a lot more shinier than if you didn't spray it with the Stay Spray. I'm still learning eyeshadows, so it's not completely perfect, but I'm starting to love it even more. Next, I'm using the Sabrina eyeshadow, and I'm just putting it on my inner eyelid, and then I'm just going to kind of blend the whole eye. Here's some looks. Isn't it pretty? Smile, Britt! Next, I'm putting some kin on the under eye just to kind of give my eye a little bit more of a poppy look. I'm just contouring my nose just a little bit more, giving some finishing touches. And then I'm going to use my favorite mascara. It's by L'Oreal and it's called Voluminous. It's one of my favorites. I also like the Sephora one by Benefit. I think it's called Get Lashes or Got Lashes, or I don't know, Real Lashes, I don't know, something like that. Those are my fave. So, let's see. Next I'm going to use my bronzer. I think that's what I'm doing. Yep, I'm going to set my contour with my bronzer. I love this bronzer because it doesn't go on too crazy. It just gives you that nice little tanny glow. That right there was Airspun, and I love Airspun, guys. You could get it from Walmart. It's a setting translucent powder. This is how you bake your face. You apply it heavily onto the areas that you get oily, and then you let it sit there for a little bit, pose a little bit, and then once it's baked for a minute or two, use the B squared brush, the big fluffy side, and then you're just going to kind of wipe it off. That will give you more of a matte look than the glowy, oily look if you get oily like I do. And then I sprayed with Stay Spray again, and then you fan yourself. And then you pose, and pose again, and then thank you!